you got the potential and you got the business mind, I will help you. You know, as much as I can. I don't give handouts. I give helping hands.
Mm, that's a quote. I might have to steal that from you.
Go ahead.
But man, there was like three questions that ran through my head just now.
Take your time.
Hmm. Okay, so I have to ask: did you shit your pants when you got kidnapped in Florida?
Um, Not the Florida one because that was a setup.
Not
That
the
was
Florida. Hold on. Not the Florida one. So this is like it has. You've been
I,
kidnapped
I
multiple
I've
times.
been kidnapped 3 times. I had a daughter kidnapped when she was 14.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Um. The Florida one was I was flown down into Florida and to do a lick, a robbery of someone, a major drug dealer down there, which we did. Got into the safe, got everything. Unbeknownst to me, I was invited down there by someone who who had a pregnant wife that got killed by one of my soldiers in a war in New York. So he had probable cause. He had genuine beef to get at me. I'm not mad at him. I didn't condone the woman getting killed. I didn't order it, but it was war. And war shit happens. You know what I mean? And one of my soldiers killed this broad while she was pregnant. Killed her and her baby. Rest in peace. Well,
Hmm.
this guy had tried to kill me in New York. A failed attempt, and he tried to get me in Florida. Failed attempt. Well, anyway, in Florida, they lured me down there, but then Florida has towns with canals and got little communities. So I was left in the house that you needed a boat to get back to the mainland. You know what I mean? So I
Got
was
you.
basically anytime I was trying to leave, the excuses. And then dawned on me, like, these people don't want me to leave. I didn't think the worst. I like they shared the bounty, the booty of the we robbed when we did the lick. But there was this one blood dude that knew who I was. Everybody else was Latino. This guy was blood. The person who had get killed before, his wife, they were of a Latin street game. I'm not gonna mention it because it is what it is. Anyway, the brother one time was left guarding me, and that's what I called it because someone always left while I was there. The roots were playing. They're playing out the hits. They didn't want the people to see who I was since I'm out of towner. It'd be easier. You know what I mean? You know. But he told me, and then the day, a day. This is what happened. We were supposed to go to into the swamps to do some shooting, and the homie came and told me, Mac, and he's the East Coast blood. He said, these people plan on killing you, man. While you're out there shooting guns and stuff, they're gonna kill you and just leave you in the swamp for the gators. And he said, man, I don't know what I'm gonna say, but it's time for you to go. Took me to the mainland. I left, and be honest, it's a blur how I got back. How I got back to New York, but I know I got back. Um, I must have called somebody, and that was that's a kidnapping in which you are held hostage, but not at gunpoint. Okay, so that was the worst. But the worst kidnapping was when it happened out here in Arizona. The ARYAN Brotherhood picked me up and threw me in a vehicle, and I had to jump out of a moving car in the freeway to get away because I knew they were gonna kill me. And
Hmm.
and the other one happened in a situation in I can't speak about because shit went down. That's all I can talk about.
But as far as the Aryan Brotherhood, what how did you get in like mixed up with them? Like why
well,
were you said
well,
what?
social media is a motherfucker. You don't mind if I cuss, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay, social media is a motherfucker, and putting your location is even worse, which I always do, especially when I'm at an event. So I used to be crazy on Facebook. Now I just use Facebook just for promoting either myself, my artists, any of my enterprises, our cause. You know what I mean? But I used to get on there and do crazy rants. Um, so I got into it with some skinheads, and Arizona is big with that racial shit. And so we was going back and forth. I was talking about they women and blah blah blah. I ain't seen none of it. Um, I was at an event and I had left my location on. Back then I used to smoke. We're talking about maybe 5 years ago. Oh no, I had an aneurysm, so I don't quite remember. I get a loss of sense in time. Anyway, so I went outside to smoke a cigarette, and two well-dressed, groomed Caucasian brothers, white dudes, came up to me and said, "Come with us." I'm thinking they're the feds or the police because I'm OG Mac Drama. They're always watching me. I'm sure they're gonna be listening to this interview. So that's why I'm always careful what I say. The only thing that does not have a statute of limitation, I want anybody listening, is homicide. So if you got something that you don't want out, don't talk about it. Okay? So, especially if you're involved in it. I could talk about that girl who got killed when she's pregnant. I didn't know nothing about her after it occurred, so can't blame it on me. Can't blame me for what someone else did. But anyway, let me get back to this. So I get into a pickup truck. I get in the front passenger seat, and then two guys get in the back, and one guy's driving. So the guy driving, man, let me describe him. He's blonde, well cut. His haircut. He looked like he could be a Wall Street trader. So I didn't think nothing. I'm thinking, oh, these are police are undercover. Then they were driving. They said, "Come with us." And I'm like, okay, they're gonna take me to some precinct, some federal thing, and they get on the freeway. And I'm not surprised because they can have officers all over. You'd be surprised when they have undercover officers. Especially out here on the West Coast. So as he's driving, I always pay attention to my scene. Always pay attention to your scene. And another thing, when it comes to survival, folks, your guts and your instincts will never steer you wrong. I've been in circumstances where my gut said, if I don't move, I will not probably get that chance. Remember, I said that to you right now. So as we're driving, I look at the dude's hands. When I tell you his hands look like leather, look like alligator skin, look like snake skin, that's how rough they were. Like this guy been squabbing all his life. I looked at him, I said, damn. I said, you did time before? You know what I mean? He said, yeah. I said, how much? He said, like 17 years. I said, when you come out, when you get home? He said, this not too long ago, last year. And a light bulb went off in my head. On the West Coast, in the penitentiaries, just like in New York, but mostly on the West Coast, the prisons are racially divided. Okay? You got the kinfolk, which are black folks. You got the paisas, or Latinos, you know what I mean? The Spaniards. And then you got the brotherhood, are we calling the Peckerwoods? See, white folks, P-dubs. So anyway, you're not going to be in prison that many years and not be part of that and have hands like that put in work. And then I remember about the week ago, before they picked me up, I was going hard for like a week and a half against these ARYAN Brotherhoods here in Arizona. And I said, damn. And where we were going the freeway, I know it's an area with a lot of trailer parks. We got a lot of trailer parks out here, like Florida. And I was like, wait a minute. You're not going to take somebody to the seat of your power unless, one, you don't care they know where you're going, or two, you're not planning on letting them leave. My black ass, it hit me like they plan on killing me. And so while we're driving on the freeway, and we're not on the main freeway, we're like on a highway, as y'all call them, which is like a side freeway. Freeways are interstates to us, but a highway. It gets kind of a lot of traffic. So we're going about maybe 40, 45 miles an hour. My light bulb goes off. Remember I told you? And it said, bail, get going. And I've always got all the situations like that. I got an art of survival, and I'll tell you about that. My light bulb went off, said, make your move now or forever hold your peace. Remember they let me sit next to the passenger truck, passenger door. So I guess, I wasn't feeling alarmed. But once I saw his hands, like the hair on back of my neck just stand up, You got to be in those situations to understand what I'm talking about.
Well, I've never, hold on. The only thing I've ever gone through was like just being at gunpoint. And I wasn't involved in no street shit, but my brother is a blood, and he did 10.5 years. And he talked about that intuition you get, that survival instinct you get. He's done a lot of shit in the streets or whatever, and I don't want to, put all his business out there, but he definitely, I definitely heard about this phenomenon when you're in like a shitty situation. And
yeah, I call it survival mode. you know. So
Yeah.
survival mode kicked in, and I opened the door and I jumped and I rolled just like they say you're supposed to do on TV. Got up, and adrenaline will make you the ultimate soldier. That's why they started that methamphetamine years ago in World War II. You know, adrenaline. That's where meth come from. And anyway, uh, I rode and I ran like I never ran in my motherfucking life. Like I saw Casper the ghost. And wasn't too soon because as I run it, I go past a trailer park full of white people, full of white people. And even and I went back the next day. This is gonna blow your mind because I already started a war. Cause I knew where we was at. In the office of this, what was a motel in front of the trailer park. In the office of this motel, it was all white folks who ran it. Now, if you know anything about the West Coast, the only people that run motels out here are Indians from India. Hello, buddy, Gupta, you know. I believe in Gandhi, peace, love you, all that stuff, buddy. Goody, goody. Those type of people. These are white folks. What the fuck white folks running a motel on the West Coast? It doesn't happen. You know what I mean? In front of a trailer park. So this showed me, you know, this is all they control their whole area. Anyway, I got away, but I was really pissed at what happened. And so, you know, I put some fillers out in the streets and calls were made. You know, there are people locked up and people know everybody. And word got back that we know where y'all at. Something happened to Mac. We're going to bring it back. And so word came back, you all right, Mac? You know, just mind your business. Leave them alone. And I left them alone. They don't bother me. I ain't bothering them.